I'm Sarah Saunders. I went blind 4 years ago.
I am Melody Stain and I went blind 10 years ago. I beat you.
They're the best friends who have never seen each other. After both losing their sight from complications arising from type 1 diabetes, their worlds changed forever. But thanks to a chance meeting, they're now inseparable.
We joined a group at the Blind Foundation for young mums with kids who are blind, and we were the only two.
Yeah.
The only two in town.
The only two in town.
We have so much in common, sort of on the surface, with the diabetes and the blindness, and there's a real sort of deeper understanding. So if you're somewhere and you've done something, or you're lost on the boardwalk, or you're physically stuck in your wetsuit, and that has happened
More than once.
there is somebody there that just gets it.
Their lives had barely begun when they received their diagnosis.
I was diagnosed as a diabetic when I was first year of college, so I was about 12 or 13, which essentially led up to me losing my sight in 2017. It was pretty quick. I had some bleeds behind the eye, had some operations to try and fix it and all that, but yeah, I essentially got told that this is it, this is as good as it's going to get. I was 32.
I was diagnosed with diabetes when I was 6 years old. Going blind happened for me much later in life. I was 28, 29. I was pregnant with my child and I was blind.
Melody was raised by the ocean in South Africa, while Sarah grew up in Tauranga. Both struggled to comprehend their new reality at first.
To get used to going around with my cane in Africa, where I come from, the town that I lived when I went blind, I would never put myself in a situation where I looked vulnerable. And that white cane, everybody can see I'm vulnerable. I had a huge mental block about being out.
It felt like the world had ended, that there was just blackness. I was very, very depressed for a long time.
I remember deciding that I was going to take my children to school, that I was going to walk them and I was going to learn. Just that decision, I think, almost, it still kind of takes my breath away, but I did it, and when I did, I felt like I was alive again.
On your marks, get it, go!
The first person to teach me how to use a cane, she just told me that this is not the end, this is the beginning. There is so much you can do. I was made to join a small group at the Blind Foundation where I met an amazing woman my age, also a diabetic, and she was pregnant at the time and raising a small child, and I just thought, well, she can do stuff, and so can I.
After meeting each other and becoming friends, their outlooks on life slowly began to change.
It was a relief that I wasn't alone. It wasn't just me. There's somebody else that I can talk to and will actually genuinely understand what I'm going through.
Ever since then, it's been game on for the friends who train regularly to aid their recovery.
Sarah and Mel, we don't treat them like blind girls. To me, they're athletes. We treat them like athletes, as we do with everybody. So their focal point is to get fit. They came to me based on the fact that they wanted to get strong and do something different more than just running. They've got a few competitions and they're pretty driven with what they want to do. So we're here to just help that process along.
Melody was hesitant to get back on the surfboard for the first time since going blind, but her new friend convinced her.
I said, no ways. I said, I'll come with you. I will sit on the beach. I didn't think I could. And not only that, I didn't want to because I thought when I got out there and I couldn't do it, that it would ruin my memories of when I could. They did not let me sit on the beach anymore. They got me in a wetsuit, they got me in the water, and I was no good. But I had fun. Yeah.
Sarah had never surfed before she went blind, but says it would have been harder if she had.
I'm learning from scratch, I am learning to do it without eyesight. So I don't have that preconception of, right, I must look for this, I must do this. It's all done through feel, and I can feel the water moving past my fingers, I can stand up now. And
it's almost like two completely different things, surfing with your eyes and surfing without them. I feel surfing now is a lot harder just because I used to watch everything, the swell, the waves.
Organisations such as Parafed and Achilles have been pivotal in helping them come to terms with their new life. Getting out and trying new things has been beneficial to their mental health too.
I've been living at the beach for 15 years, and I didn't go in as when I could see. It's like, well, why not give it a go now? I can't see the sea creatures that scared me before. I can't see the seaweed and stuff like that. So I'll just have a go. I'll see what it's like. And it turned out that I really liked being in the water, in the waves. Now that I'm doing it, I sort of think, why didn't I do this before? It's so much fun.
I try not to get too upset about this, but I waited so long that it almost meant that I wasn't going to try new things. It meant that my brain was shifting to a place where this is your life now, and this is it. You have to try because I found that 100% of the time you actually can.
And ultimately, just like everybody else, these women just want to have fun.
I don't think we have any plans to take over the world. It's pretty hard when you can't even drive to the bus stop. I think we want to be happy.
Yeah.
I think we're like everybody. We just want to be happy. We want to enjoy life where we can.
And that's a pretty good point. Like, we are just people, just like every other surfer out on the waves. We're just there to enjoy it.